Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing this fabulous morning? Let's get into our Bible and business. Let's get into, I forgot my brush. Let's get into our Bible and business. So first things first, I like to always start my day off with something positive. So if you were able to either write down, or if you're driving, you can think of 10 things that God has already blessed you with. So before your day even starts, you're like, God has already blessed me with X, Y, and Z. So no matter what the devil throws my way this morning, it's still going to be a good day. Type in the comments, I got my 10. Type in the comments, I got my 10. I got my 10. I read from the devotional, Jesus Calling. Let me pull it on my phone because I am not at home. But first things first, I am doing a free masterclass Thursday and Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, going over how to structure your business, fund your business, and market your business. So if you need some help with business structure, asset protection, what contracts you need, you want to comment bank in the comments to get the Zoom link. Okay, March 13th. Learn to live above your circumstances. This requires focused time with me, the one who overcame the world. Trouble and distress are woven into the very fabric of this perishing world. Only my life in you can empower you to face this endless flow of problems with good cheer. As you sit quietly in my presence, I shine peace into your troubled mind and heart. Little by little, you are free from earthly shackles and lifted up above your circumstances. You gain my perspective on your life, enabling you to distinguish between what is important and what is not. Rest in my presence, receiving joy that no one can take away from you. Let's get into it. Learn to live above your circumstances. This requires focused time with me, the one who overcame the world. Troubles and distress are woven into the fabric of this perishing world. Live above your own circumstances. So, no matter who you are in life, something is going to happen. That's just life, right? You're a Christian, you're not a Christian, you're a Republican, you're a Democrat, you're a man, you're a woman. It doesn't matter. A part of life is going through the ups and downs in life, right? So when we have focused time with God, like you just make your own time. It doesn't have to be church. If you want to go to church, that's fine. But you got to also have time outside of church where you just talk to God, right? Like, God, baby, what's up? What's good? Like, I'm going through this. I'm battling with this. I need your help in this. So you got to learn to have your own relationship, your own little time with God, whether you waking up in the morning, reading a devotional book, writing a journal, on your way to work. If you're in traffic, you want to just, hey, God, what's up? Like, you want to have your own relationship with God because God is going to talk to you. God is going to order your steps. God is going to show you what you need to do. And it's easy when life doesn't go how we want it to go. It's easy when we get through a tough time. We think that God left us. God never left us. God is with us in the good and the bad. He's with us in the good and the bad. Trouble and distress are woven into the very fabric of this perishing world. Baby, you're going to have the good and you're going to have the bad. So nothing is off. Nothing is wrong. You didn't do anything and that's why you're going through. It's just a part of being in this world. Only my life in you can empower you to face this endless flow of problems with good cheer. Let me read that again. Only my life in you can empower you to face the endless flow of problems with good cheer. Maybe not endless flows. not endless flows of problems. So right here, God is saying, you're going to have some rough stuff, right? You're going to have some tough times. You may lose your job. You may have to file for bankruptcy. You may get a divorce. You may lose your business. You may lose a friendship. It's saying right here, only my life in you can empower you to face the endless flow of problems. Problems are always going to arise. That's just a part of life. But when you have your relationship with God, only in Him can He empower you to face an endless flow of problems. When it says only in Him can He empower you, that doesn't mean that when we're going through a tough time, number one, the whole world got to know about it. You over here complaining, you moping, woe is you. Life isn't fair because of this, because of that. You don't understand why you always... Nothing in here said a pity party. In fact, it said only a relationship with me can empower you. Empower you. That's meaning as you're going through the... I need to do my eyebrows. That's why I look crazy. As you're going through the tough time, you're going to be empowered. You're going to be strong. You're going to be... Empower means I'm going through the fire, but I'm not getting burned. Life is throwing everything but the kitchen sink at me, and I'm still smiling. I'm still showing up for myself every single day. I'm still positive. I'm still fighting for my dreams. The eviction notice is on my front door, but I'm still going to work. I'm empowered, meaning I still have my strength. Going through a tough time doesn't mean that we're just laid up on the couch, complaining, just waiting for that tough time to go away. Being empowered as you go through problems is saying, no matter what the devil throws my way, I'm still going to, not only am I going to get through, but I'm going to get through with a smile on my face. That brush wasn't brushing. I'm going to get through. I'm still going to be productive throughout my day. A business deal didn't go how it's supposed to go. You didn't quit the business. You waiting for the next deal. See, a lot of us, whenever we have troubles, that's when we want to back down. Oh, well, that one business deal didn't go through, so that just must mean entrepreneurship isn't for me. Is that what it means? Because one deal didn't go through? You get one charge back. Ooh, never mind. I thought this was for me, but never mind. One job fires you. Well, I guess I wasn't supposed to work. Is that what we're saying? Because that's not what this is saying right here. Because God is saying, if you have a walk with me, I'm going to empower you to get through the tough times. Let's keep on going. As you sit quietly in my presence, I shine peace into your troubled mind and heart. As you sit quiet in my presence, I shine peace. Now, come on, Joy, get it together. Get it together. As I sit quietly in my presence, as you sit quietly in my presence, I shine peace into your troubled mind and your troubled heart. Peace. Going through the fire and not getting burned. Got laid off for no reason, right? What's going on in America? Got laid off for no reason. The teacher of the year just got let go. I forget what state she was in, but she was teacher of the year, elementary school teacher, and she read her little termination letter, teacher of the year. Getting let go. How do you have peace through this? How do you still stay positive? How are you still focusing on what you have left after the storm and not what God took? Okay, he took your job. Okay, is it right? Is it fair? What's going on? Are we going to get into all that? Or are we going to say, well, God, if you took this job, that must mean you got something up lined up for me. If God takes something away, it's only to give you something bigger. If God took something away, it's only to make your life better. The problem is that God doesn't do an even exchange. You know how if you go to the store to return something and you don't have the receipt, either I'm putting too much foundation on or this mirror is not mirroring. Baby, if I walk into this conference looking like death and destruction with too much makeup on, just know it's this bad lighting. I think I may be doing too much, but in this light, I just don't see you doing nothing. We gonna see. God never takes anything away and doesn't replace it with anything better, but he's not going to do an even exchange. I used to work at Express in college. And, you know, if you return something without a receipt, you can do an even exchange, right? So if you return a pair of jeans and you don't have your receipt, you can go either get the same thing or you can get something of the same amount, and you got to do an even exchange. I can't go return the jeans and then come back 2 weeks and get something, right? I got to do an even exchange. Or that wasn't a good analogy. If I return some $100 jeans, I got to go and get either another pair of $100 jeans or something for the same. Hold on, y'all. I know I bring my light. Hey, take me as I am. Or I got to get something for the same amount. And it's going to be at the same time. But see, God's not going to do the exchange at the same time. He's not going to take your job on Monday and give you a new job Monday night. That's not how God works. You're not going to lose the business partner on Sunday and a better business partner come on Monday. That's not how God works. He wants to see, number one, do you trust him? Do you really have faith in him? But just know if God takes something, it's only for something better. It's only for something bigger. It's only for something that maybe, and let me not just use adjectives like bigger and better. It may be for something that's different. Maybe you've outgrown your job. I'll talk about jobs since everyone's losing their job. Maybe you've outgrown that job. Maybe you wasn't about to, maybe that job was too stressful. Maybe that job wasn't good for your mental health. Maybe that job didn't value you and wasn't going to ever promote you to the position of what you really deserve. Maybe that job didn't pay you your worth. But you were never going to leave that job because that was your job. And God's saying, I have something better for you, but I need you to leave here before I can give you what's better. So he has the job closed down. He has them lay you off. Or he has them fire you. To move you. Maybe you're supposed to move to another city. And you can't leave because, you have this job. But now that you don't have this job, you're not able to move to another city. You're more flexible. Maybe in that new city, you have a better job and you find you a boo. Maybe he's saying this, your 9-to-5 season is over. It's time for you to really take this business you have full time. I don't know what God's telling you because he ain't telling me. But it's God, whenever God closed the door, he closed it for a reason. So when it says in my presence, I give you everything you need to handle these problems, but not just handle them, he says be empowered through your problems. It's saying that we got to know if God, if you did this, it's for a reason. The hard part is finding out what that reason is. Why am I not able to get myself together this morning? It's like the stuff ain't stuffing for some reason. Is it because I'm sweating in here because it's hot? It's going to be my second day going to this conference, looking like death and destruction. First, I didn't have no makeup on. Now I got makeup on, but the makeup is not makeuping. Next part. Little by little, you are freed from earthly shackles and lifted up above your circumstances. Little by little, you are freed from earthly shackles and lifted above your circumstances. Although you lost your job, he's still providing for you. You don't know what happens. It's just whenever that bill is due at the last minute, something just comes in, right? You can't explain it. I remember when I first started the Hunt Law Group, I worked for a firm. Y'all, hold on. I do not know why my makeup is not staying on my face. I'm trying to be early. You see, you know what today means? Today, baby, today means. See, whenever the devil works, let me tell you how. Let me give y'all a live example of how the devil works. Let me give you a live example of how the devil works. And I'm gonna talk to y'all as I'm making this decision. If I'm gonna wipe. I don't know if y'all can see it. My makeup is, it's just not staying. It's like it's just evaporating. So I have spots underneath my makeup. Okay, let me tell you how Satan works. Let me tell you how Satan works. I'm at a conference. I'm at a conference. Yesterday I woke up at 7:58. Up at 7:58. Conference starts at 8 o'clock. Now, if anyone knows me, y'all know I do the most, right? So I got my laptop, I got my iPad, I got extension cords, I got lighting. I'm about to get out. I got snacks. And I'm about to turn up, right? Baby, I wake up at 7. I'm thinking about to be there an hour early, go in the lobby, get a good breakfast. Baby, I wake up at 7:58. The conference starts at 8 o'clock. So it's like, okay, do I show up an hour late and get myself together, or do I just run downstairs, brush my teeth, don't dust nothing on my face, and just throw some clothes on? So I was like, Joy, you here for the conference. This is not a beauty contest. Like, girl, go to this conference. So yeah, I went down to the conference. I posted a picture of my Instagram. I went to the conference, baby, not a lick of makeup on. I literally threw on the clothes I had worn the night before. I traveled down here in, just some workout clothes, right? And baby, looked like I threw a little earring on, threw a little earring on to kind of act like I'm having a cute athletic day. So I went to bed early last night. I'm gonna tell you how Satan works. See, anyone who is, I'm showing y'all on prime time, anyone who is going through a tough time, the devil busy, something always going wrong, let me tell you what it means. So I rolled down to meet these people with no makeup on, looking like death and destruction. Conference was phenomenal, right? I'm so glad I chose just to go and not worry about me not looking the part, because they started right on time at 8. And it's like, it's a conference. It ain't no fluff, right? It's going to be information from the time we go. We get like a little lunch break, and then it's like we back at it. So had I had, put my face on, got dressed, blah, 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 I would have missed some important information. So I said, okay, the devil was trying to, catch me slipping. So tonight, I said last night, so I'm going to go to bed early. I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to lay my clothes up. I'm going to do my little personal devotion. And then I said, I'm going to do Bible, and I'm going to get back, in my regular routine, my Bible and business. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. I have been up since 5 o'clock this morning. I iron my clothes. Do my own little, morning regular routine. Now, if y'all knew, I do my makeup every single day, right? Every single day, for the most part. I haven't gotten any new makeup. It's the same little Gucci foundation, same little Tarte. Ain't nothing new. But now this morning, ain't nothing sticking to my face. I don't know if y'all can see from this lighting, but it's just not working. Whenever the devil is busy, whenever you always got obstacles, whenever there's something right, just know you are close. You are close. You are close to whatever it is God's trying to show you. So I'm going to have to just make her do what she do. Still not showing up how I want to show up, but hey, I'm here. So back to our devotional. But see, the old Joy, like if I wasn't just like, God, why are you playing with me? I would take this makeup off. So I'm supposed to be late because this is not how I'm supposed to look. So back to our devotional. Little by little, you are free from the earthly shackles and lifted up above your circumstances. In the fire, that's where I was. In the fire, God's going to still protect you. So back to my example of losing your job. I'm not going to think I'm everywhere I am, but I promise you it's going to all make sense. If in the example of losing your job, God's still going to protect you. Your bills are going to still get paid. You don't understand how. You don't understand how. It don't make sense. It's not going to make sense because God's trying to show you, baby, it's me. It's me. Out the blue, you're going to just get a check. You're going to have overpaid a bill out the blue. That's where I was. When I first started my law practice, I promise I'm going somewhere. I quit working for a firm, so I had set up 6 months of living expenses to go start my own law practice, right? And in any business, some months you make money, some months you don't. But I invested in another business, a tax office, as I had my law practice. So I had used a big chunk of my savings to invest in this tax franchise I bought. And now we're getting the tax franchise ready. This is going to be like November, December. Of course, when you start a business, is no money coming in, is all the money going out. Now, not only am I starting this tax business, but my law office I'm going through like maybe 2 or 3 months back to back to back of, it just being slow. Now, normally I would have like, if I had a slow month, that next month would be a big month. I was kind of going like up and down, up and down, up and down. But of course, the second I decided to level up and start something else to add some more income, I had 2 months back to back of not making what I needed to make to pay my bills, having to go into my savings, and I'm now, using this money to start this new business. So I'm like, okay, God, what's going on? I had gotten down to, this is going to be December. Ooh, I'll be lying to you about the year. It may have been like, I don't know, 2004, 2005, 2006. No, 2006, 2007. That's what it was, 2007. And my rent was, I can't tell whatever was my rent, I didn't have it in my account. Whatever was my rent, it may be like December 15th, I didn't have it. And I'm like, all right, God, like, something got to shake. I got to pay these bills, boom, boom, boom. And I'm still going to work, still showing up, still doing everything. But it's like either the clients who are coming in, they may be doing like a little payment plan. It's not no real money, right? So I'm like, normally by the 15th, I feel confident once I have my bill money in my account. Baby, the bill money not there. And so I was telling my mom, like, because she out there, I'm like, you okay? You okay? You okay? How you doing? I'm like, Mom, good. I'm like, Mom, I don't know about this one. I said, God gonna come through. If you need, no, I don't need help. Like, God gonna come through. God gonna come through. God gonna come through. God gonna come through. Baby, all of December is going and ain't nothing. But I'm still showing up. You know, I'm still, you know, being positive. I'm still drumming up from work. I'm still, you know, I'm still doing it. I promise y'all. December 30th. I'm lying. December 31st. New Year's Eve, right? New Year's Eve. I was like, dang. I may have to call my mom and ask her to help me out because, like, I don't have my rent. Like, I really don't have my rent. This is crazy. But I'm still like, oh well, like, you know, God. Once again, what are you trying to show me? What are you trying to show me? December 31st, New Year's Eve, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I get a call from a client, right? A client who owed me money from a year and a half ago. I used to do criminal law. I've been beat this case for someone, you know. I'm gonna get you. You know them. Some of the criminal clients. I'm like, girl, you gotta hustle by your own client. He gonna get it to me, and boom, boom, boom. So you know when people don't pay you over time, you just feel like, oh, okay, that they just not gonna pay me. December 31st, he called, Miss Hunt, this so-and-so. I know. You thought I forgot about you. What had happened was I went offshore. He gave me a whole line about how he was offshore and boom, boom, boom. But I got your money. But I want to make sure I give you your money before I go out tonight. If I go out tonight, Miss Hunt, I'm going to spend it. So this is back in the day. So we didn't have no Cash App, ain't no Zelle. He was like, he was going to send it Western Union. So he was calling me to get my information to send me some money on Western Union. And he owed me double of what my rent was. He owed me double of what my rent was. So I said all that to say, I know y'all think I'm everywhere, right? I said that to say, in the devotion when it says that God's going to empower you in tough times, God's going to protect you. He's going to come through at the clutch. He's going to come through right at the end. And so when God does those kinds of blessings, he's trying to show you, this is me. It ain't you. This is all me. I haven't left you. Because sometimes when you're going through your dark time, you think God left. Like, baby, are you there? And he's just trying to show you, baby, I'm here. I ain't never left. I ain't never left. You gain my perspective on your life, enabling you to distinguish between what is important and what is not. What is important and what is not. When you are going through a tough time, sometimes as you're going through a tough time, you're able to clear out that noise. You're able to have some more time for yourself, to get some more clarity. You also are able to ask God, why am I going through this? It's not just God, get me through it. What was the point of me going through this? What was the point of me going through my divorce? What was the point of me losing this job? What was the point of my employee stealing my business? What was the point of me taking this financial ill? What was the point? Because whenever we go through something, there's a lesson that we have to learn. And once we learn the lesson, we can now, whatever it was, the skill that God was trying to teach us, patience, better money management, who your friends are, whatever is the skill or the life lesson, we got to learn it, right? Because we're going to face a similar situation in the future. So when you're able just to listen to God and sit down, understand that you're going through this for a reason, it's for your good, meaning it doesn't feel good that you lost your job, but he's working in the background. He's moving things around. You thought losing the job was the end. But he's like, girl, I got a bigger job with better benefits, more pay. They're going to respect you. You're going to be in a higher managerial position, but I got to move you. Here's the hard part. As he's moving you, he's not going to give you that new, it's not going to be, he takes it and he gives it. Sometimes he takes and you're just in that storm, and it may be weeks, it may be months, it may be years. Like, you're just in that storm. And you have the choice of either, oh my gosh, be negative, why it's happened to me, boom, boom, boom. Or if God has me going through this, it's for a reason. If God has me going through this, it's for my betterment. If God has me going through this, I'm not going through it alone. If God has me going through this, let me understand why. Maybe God is trying to remove someone from your life, right? Like, whenever I meet someone new and they ask me, like, oh, how'd you get to Orlando? I'm like, a divorce. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, it's a good divorce. And like, a good divorce, because people always think, oh my God, divorce. And like, no, I'm not saying go make a home for no reason. And I'm not saying divorce is just perfect, right? But sometimes you marry the wrong person. So if you made a mistake, if God brought to light some things that you didn't know and you had a mistake, are you supposed to stay in the mistake? Or are you supposed to say, oh, I made a mistake, and get out the mistake so you can go ahead and get into your blessing, your overflow? So when I first got divorced, I didn't have that. I didn't have that outlook. I was like, why me? This is not fair. Why am I being treated like this? God, why are you showing me all this? Why are you revealing so much? What's tea? See, I talk to God regular. No, now God, I need you to get him. If you don't get him, God, I'm gonna get him. So I need you to go ahead and get him. Like, what you trying to show me? Like, what is it? If you just be still. See, we want God to give us an answer right now. Sometimes God's gonna say, girl, be still. I'm about to show you everything. Be still. I want to show you how your friend ain't your friend. Be still. I want to show you how they stealing from you. Just be still. Be still. And as you are still, he's going to slowly reveal one thing. He's going to reveal it. And then he's going to be like, Something like that. This is the best. This is the best divorce. I am my best self. I got a lot of dead weight off of me. I was with someone who was my enemy. I married my enemy. You ever heard this? You ever heard the term sleeping with the devil? That's what I was. Literally. Not trying to be funny or facetious. Literally. And so if you're going through the storm, you rocking, you rolling, right? Ask God to show me. Answer me, God. Show me, why is it I'm having to go through all this? What is the point? What is the lesson? How am I supposed to learn? Don't ask him, why me? What am I supposed to learn? Let me get that lesson, because once I get that lesson, I'm going to go through this again. And if you ask God, he going to show you. He going to show you. It's going to make sense, and he's going to cover you. He's going to cover you through the storm. He's going to protect you through the storm. It's still going to be storming, but he's protecting you through the storm. And when you're in the storm, focus on what you have left. The storm may take a lot now. The storm may take a lot. It ain't going to take everything. It's not going to take everything. I forget what message it was, but T.D. Jakes had a message, and he said, in the storm, God leads you with whatever it is that you need. Not what you want. Not what you would like to have. But in every storm, he leaves you with what you need. So, my lips is dry. Hold on, y'all. This is one of the mornings. So when you're going through the storm, you're going to get wet. Satan wants you to focus on what you don't have. But when you get in the Word of God, when you know your Word, when you know God's... Yeah, I promise you, everything I'm putting on is just not it. So I'm going to just stop putting stuff on. I got you, devil. You said you're not going to be cute this conference. Not going to be cute. I got it. I ain't got to be cute. I ain't got to be cute. So you're going through the storm. Satan wants you to see what you don't have. If you stay still, you buckle down in your word, right? And you just know, God show me. God lead me. God direct me. But you got to be still. Don't try to get yourself out the storm. Don't try, because maybe if God wants you to be still, just be still. He may not answer still. I'm not going to move until I know God is saying this is my next step. Because I don't want to take a step back. I want to always be taking a step forward. So I'd rather be planted and be neutral than have to be back. So I'm okay with it don't look good. I'm okay with it still don't look good. I'm okay with I haven't heard nothing. Because if I haven't heard anything, it means I'm supposed to be still. And in those times, I swear, in those times, all you got to do is focus on what do you have. Woo, I woke up today. Woo, I got a roof over my head. Woo, I'm alive. Woo, I still have my car. Woo. Baby, I ain't got money for Ruth Chris, but I got me some money for Little Caesars. Woo, I had a job interview today. Woo, my mama still. You just start focusing on what you do have. And when you start focusing on what you do have, you start realizing like, baby, God's still here. But see, Satan wants you to see, girl, you lost that. You lost this and you lost that. And what do you still have? All you got to worry about. And slowly but surely, God's going to show you, do this, do that. Make that Instagram post. Go have lunch here. You go to Salada to get you a salad. Now realizing the person who walks in behind you, you just start running your mouth and boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden, y'all on a coffee business discussion, running some ideas together. Or they at HR looking for somebody and they ask for your, you don't know how God works. So when God puts you in the storm, he's saying, if you trust in me, you got to trust in me. You can't trust in me and know the way out. If you know the way out, then girl, go ahead and get it. But you trust me in the storm. I'm going to empower you. I'm going to have you have strength. I'm going to give you joy. I'm going to give you peace in the storm. We think the peace is winning the job. God's going to bless you as you unemployed. And when you get the job, it's just kind of like, oh, I was already good, but thank you. It's just going to be like, how do I say it? You're going to have so much peace and understanding that when the job comes, whatever it is that you're asking God for, when it comes, it's not going to be shocking because you've been seeing how God's been carrying you through. Like I knew it was coming because you either blocked a whole bunch of stuff or you blessed with a whole bunch. I'm still standing, right? I'm still standing through all of this. I got a bad cancer diagnosis, but I beat the cancer. I'm still standing. I filed bankruptcy, but in bankruptcy, I was able to get another credit card. I'm still, doing a little something. I got me some money. I'm still standing. So I look great. I mean, let's see how Satan's trying to ruin me. I'm gonna have a great day. I'm about to learn so much in this conference. For anyone who is going through a dark time, be still. Talk to Jesus. Have him explain to you what he wants you to learn. Don't say, take me out of this. What is the lesson I'm supposed to learn? Because he is shaking everything up for a reason. And that reason is going to be for your benefit. In the storm, it looks dark, you're getting hit, it looks bad, but I promise you, at the end, you're going to be like, now I see why that person left. Now I see why I had to lose that job. Now I see why I had to lose that business. Now I see why that best friend. Now I see why. Okay? Everyone have a phenomenal day, and I will, of course, see you at the bank.